John Oliver is a comedian, and his comedy, like it or not, gets people's attention. He's got a special on HBO. It's called Last Week Tonight. He's British, right? He's been living in America for however long, but he's British, and he dove into minor league baseball recently on one of his recent episodes. And what he said was, he says minor league baseball is, quote, both incredibly special and inescapably stupid in the very best way. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I want to know how you guys feel about that. It seems like such a backhanded compliment, but also it's hard to disagree with. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's stupid. Obviously, I have a bias toward baseball in general and minor league baseball in particular. But I get what he's saying, and he's doing it for the ratings, and that's fine too. So, what he got into promotional schedules, and he highlighted some of the zaniest ones that he could find. He got into uniforms and team names, and that brought him to, like, he's a huge Trash Pandas fan now, according to the way he sold it. And how can you not be, honestly? So what he did is he invited teams to petition for the opportunity for a full rebrand. He says that he is going to throw as much time, energy, and professionalism, because they're crazy on that show. They do a lot of research. They are really thorough. And he says they're going to put all of that energy and all their resources into researching a team's city, history, the community at large, etc. And they're offering them a full rebrand for any minor league baseball team. They asked the teams to, sorry, I'm getting redundant, but they asked the teams to apply and petition, arguing why they deserve a rebrand. They had 47 teams in minor league baseball apply through John Oliver's show to do a rebrand. 47 teams. Dude, this is crazy. The teams were required, there were 3 rules. You cannot ask any questions, number 1. Number 2, you cannot give us any notes. They don't want your input at all. And number 3, you have to do what they come up with if you agree to this. So after a certain amount of time, John Oliver gets back on the show and announces that the Erie Seawolves have won themselves a rebrand. Oliver said, quote, they wrote to us with a list of 11 good reasons to pick them, one of which was the Seawolves play baseball nowhere near the sea. That's a problem, Erie. We can help you fix that. The Seawolves sold $500,000 in merch last year alone. They have been the Seawolves for, I think, 9 years or something like that. I'd have to go back and look. But they've been the Seawolves for long enough that it has become entrenched in the community. People are buying the merch. And once they rebranded to their current color scheme, logo design, everything, they ended up like with unbelievable amount of sales. I think that was 9 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. So it'll be interesting to see how they compare what they received from John Oliver's team with, to what they've got now. They are also, interestingly enough, back-to-back Eastern League champions. Okay, so that's a big deal. They're also the Double-A affiliate of the Detroit Tigers, for those of you wondering where they fit. Now, here's the kicker, okay? Major League Baseball executives do retain final approval authority on this, because of course they do. Here's what I think is going to happen. It's being sold, it's being billed to us as a full rebrand, to which I say they should stick, right? For however long. But what we're going to end up seeing, because Major League Baseball is involved, we're going to end up seeing it's going to be some one-game event that'll be big. They might roll it out every Friday from then on, or every Monday, or whatever it is. Well, the Mondays are travel days. So maybe, Wednesday nights or Thursday nights. I can see it. They just pick a night. And instead of it being a complete overhaul, they're gonna pigeonhole it into a fun one-off thing that kind of lingers, and that's wrong. That's wrong. I think that ruins the entire thing. I think it ruins the experiment. I think it's going to sour the experience for the fans. I think the teams will shy away from anything even remotely like this in the future if that's what happens. So even if that's not what's supposed to happen, I'm pretty sure Major League Baseball will get involved at a level that will push it that direction. And again, I don't think that's the right answer. I think that based on what I've seen of last week tonight with John Oliver's show, they are really thorough. They do a good job of digging and researching. So if that's the case, if they really are going to bring that much energy to rebranding the Erie Seawolves into whatever they could become, I mean, it could be the best thing ever, right? But I worry that Major League Baseball gets involved and says, now, hold on. Before we get any further, here's a couple things you need to know. And then Oliver and his team go, oh, okay, whatever. And then they pull a hammy and they do, they phone it in and it's like, no, stop. So I am super skeptical, but I am also exceptionally hopeful. I need this to be a win because if it is, it will set up lots of other opportunities for the future, and that could be really cool.